Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to the Fae Realm. It's been a while since I've been here. Definitely a bit of a change of pace lately. It's been a time. I have been out of state, meeting my baby nephew, hanging out with my sister and her family. It's been a good time, but I am so glad and so grateful to be back with all y'all. Hi, Knitting Daddy. Hello, Desert Neko. It's good to get back into the rhythm of things. If I seem a little bit distracted today, it's been a rough couple of days. My cat Sherlock is still missing. So, you know, keep your fingers crossed that he wanders into the trap tomorrow. Danny, thank you so much for the subscription. 2 months, my friend. Thank you. I know, Danny and Knitting Daddy, it's been 5 ever since I last saw you. The hour ticks away so slowly. It's good to see you, friends. Quick thank you to Gangrel Claws, who followed as a follower. I'm super wordy today. They followed a few days ago, but I haven't been on, so I wasn't able to thank them properly. So I'm glad to be able to thank them now. I know, it has been so long since our last visit. But, you know, now you're over on my channel, where the rules are perhaps a little bit different. So tonight's going to be a super, a low-key kind of stream, where I'm going to be playing Dragon Age Origins. And, you know, we'll see whether the game cooperates with the low-key vibes tonight. Probably not, because I think I'm headed into the Dales tonight. Should be interesting, at the very least. But I hope that everyone has had a lovely couple of weeks while I have been out and about. Yeah. I definitely took some of the California sunshine with me up to the Seattle area, which was nice. Got to hang out with my sister and my niece, and got to meet my baby nephew within 6 hours of him being born, which I've never held a baby that was that new. And so that was a really cool experience, getting to meet my little baby nephew that young. He's precious and tiny. Although I'm sure, Knitting Daddy, you consider him enormous because he was not preemie. So it's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? All of life is a matter of perspective. So we roll on along. What a day it's been. Oh my gosh. I got home yesterday, a little over, 27 hours ago? And found out that my cat was missing, and you know, hung out with people and tried to deal with the effects of, you know, the cat being out and about. My arm hurts from how often I was shaking the treat box while walking around. I did a lot of walking the last day and a half or so, just walking around and around and around the neighborhood, but all y'all rolling on the relatively thing. You know, I should know. I should know by now. I will say I'm getting very close to 100 followers on this little endeavor of mine, and that is very cool. Thank you all so much for being part of that, and, you know, enjoying the stories and the storytelling that I do over here. Yeah. I have a lot of cool stuff planned out in the future. We'll see how it all plays out. But for now, today, because I didn't have many brain cells all of today because I didn't sleep well last night because I was waiting to hear sounds of my cat reappearing. And then I had a dark and stormy that was mostly rum. Oops. Kind of oops, kind of eh. Jane Matthews, it's so good to be back. Thank you for being here while I am settling back into the routine of things. It's good. It's a little strange being here, talking to the camera again. Yes, you measure rum with your heart. Ditto with gin, as it turns out, even when it's a pretty blue gin. Pear cider, unfortunately, comes in a marked container. But you still measure how much of that you can handle in a day with your heart, in fairness. Isn't it a beautiful glass? I got this the last time that I was in Alaska. Someone that my mom is friends with at the farmer's market hand-painted the Sitka rose for me. Mac, hello, sweet friend. How are you, my dear? It has been 5 ever. It's good to be back. I've missed everyone. Oh my gosh, y'all are so sweet. It's so good to be back. I had a wonderful time at my sister's. But man, is it good to get back into my routines and, well, cuddle most of my cats. You know, hopefully tomorrow, hopefully, I'll be able to cuddle all of my cats. That's the plan. That's the hope. We'll see. All right. We're going to go ahead and jump into the game, I think. Go ahead and turn this music off so that we have the music of the game. All right. So, for those who weren't here last time, Alistair and Keladry, my character, Keladry Cousland, had a lovely little romantic tryst that I still squee over every time. But that was how I ended out the last stream because... my children. I love them so much. Do I want to check in with anyone else while we're here? The one thing that I do really hate about, like, putting everyone in the good armor... See, here's a funny thing, Desert. He resisted the treat. He resisted the treat box shake, and until, like, today, I would have never assumed that was the case. But, like, I was shaking the box, and he was like, nope, bye. Fucky bye. I was like, know someone for 8 years. You still don't really know them, I guess. But Billy has definitely been trying to take the place of Void, who interrupts streams. Now let's go have a chat with Shale. Why not? What a sigh. I would have expected golems to be different.
Different? Different than what? Different than a statue? Different than a log? Should I talk in a monotone? Yes, master, I exist to serve the master. I shall kill for the master and only for the master. Perhaps it expected me to have a booming voice. Recite limericks. I can recite limericks, if it likes.
Are they dirty limericks?
Mostly they involve slaughtering pigeons in creative and invasive manners. I have never met another golem. I have no idea what one might be like, or why I wouldn't be like them. Why? Has it met other golems? Did they not sound as I do?
I have no idea what golems sound like.
I don't know what other golems might be like, but I am already superior by virtue of my free will. This is a good thing.
It's an experience, I'll give it that.
So is being drawn and quartered. Maybe I'm not the only one with a smart mouth. Now stop talking so much. The wagging of its moist little tongue is distracting.
Moist. I have never had Shale as a party member. This was DLC that I never got back in the day. I love her. She's great. Do I cheat? Should I cheat? Just a little. Just a little bit. Do I have it? I don't remember if I have it. Ah, whatever. Shale's great. Oh my lord. All right. It's been 2 weeks. I don't remember how to WASD anymore.
You called. Speak then.
Why do you let the Tamasarans control your life?
What makes it mine? It was theirs to begin with.
What does that mean?
They knew me before I was born. I was birthed on the day they chose, placed in the world by their hands. When I die, it will be the Tamasrans who note my passing. I am their work. What I do is for my people, always.
You never do anything just for yourself?
That would be a waste. A life is so much greater than a single man. There is little point in pursuing this. We should move on.
I had another question.
Very well.
Oh, that's enough for now.
Then I suggest we move on.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Do you find Ferelden very strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Our farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
Actually, never mind. Man, that's a waste. That is such a cool thing to dive into, and she just has no interest. Come on, Keladry. Ah, let's go.
As you wish.
Stars and stones. All right. The sword. So Farin is in Orzammar, which is not where I'm going right now because I think that Orzammar should be the last of the major stops that you do, which is kind of annoying. All right. So we have a couple of options. Oh, first, dear gods, what is my inventory at? Because holy hells. Let's see. Zevran, my dear. What is it that you like? I'm trying to remember. I cheat a little bit in the gift giving department because I'm bad at giving gifts. Gifts, Dragon Age Origins. All right. Excuse me. And that's Alistair's. That's Dog. Morgan. Agrin. It's true. Zevran just likes everyone and indeed everything. It's a win. Zevran, why are you so far down? Damn you. Oh. You like gold and silver and leather. You know, I'm not actually surprised at all. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Let's see. Cool. Whatever. All right. Hey time. The trip was lovely. I had a really good time. I'm a little sad to be back, but also glad to be back because man.
Yes.
Honestly, this is my favorite party. Liliana, Alistair, and Wynn. They're my favorites. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Refugees, the battlefield. Mac, my darling, why would you keep your thoughts out of the gutter? Zevran's a little bit of a slattern. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh. Gods above. Where is the Brazilian forest? There you are. Cool. we're gonna head to the Dales. We're gonna go meet the elves.
Warden senses tingling.
Warden senses tingling, huh?
Right.
We've attracted more assassins. We love that. Oh, Alistair, Dearheart, why?
This should be easy enough. This should be easy enough. All you've got. This should be easy enough.
The gutter is just so much more entertaining, in fairness.
On it. Let's get started.
Ah, magic users. Magic users and archers. Oh, hello.
Don't kill him.
What? Why not?
He is no common bandit. None of them were. Their weapons and armor are of fine make, and they are well trained. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Who are you?
Someone who regrets taking you on. I was told it would be an easy job. Kill the little red-haired girl. Deal with the others as we pleased.
Kill the... You came to kill me?
In fairness, there are two redheads. Who is trying to kill Liliana?
I don't pay to ask why someone wants someone else dead. I just need to know what to do and where to get my money. Ha! Money. I'll be lucky to get away with my life, it seems. Maybe we could work something out. You like the idea?
Speak quickly.
I've no real quarrel with you. Wasn't me that wanted you dead. But I know how you can find the one who does.
Your life for information, then.
I have some directions written down on how to get to the house. It's in Denerim. Yeah, it's the best I can do.
Thank you. Now leave. I never want to see you again.
Get lost before we change our minds.
Don't worry. I'll not trouble you no more.
It's Marjolaine. It has to be.
I thought you had escaped from her.
I thought the same. Maybe someone saw me. Maybe she's finally found me and wants to finish what she started.
What do you wish to do?
She needs to answer for what she's done to me. If we are ever in Denerim, I would like to seek her out.
We'll go as soon as possible.
Perhaps it's time to settle this score for good.
Look, I don't blame assassins. Oh god, here's a sentence. I don't blame assassins for taking on the jobs that they do. They're there to serve a purpose. And it's kind of like prostitution, you know? One of the oldest jobs in the world, you know. I don't blame them, and if they're willing to give me information, then, you know, I'm willing to let them walk away, because it's nothing personal, it's just business at that point. I do understand the concept of, you know, you take on the job and there's consequences to that. Oh my god. Other people were using my computer when I wasn't around, and boy, am I regretting that. Anyway. So yeah, I don't necessarily blame assassins. That's true. I mean, it depends on how much they value the money that was given to them versus being allowed to live.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
Actually, I've been looking for the Dalish.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
I will tell that to your leader and no one else.
Seeing as you are obviously no simple trespasser, I will leave it to the Keeper to decide the importance of your business. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our heirs are still trained on you. Follow me.
Her voice sounds very different than the others.
I see we have guests.
Her sounded more hollow.
Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
I understand, but this one claims to have important business with our people.
I see. Tell me, stranger, what business could you possibly have with us? We have our own issues we must deal with, as you can see.
Can I? I come representing the Grey Wardens.
You might have simply said so to begin with. Masiranus, Mithra. You may return to your post.
I thought it was Masiranus.
Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zafrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
My name is Keladry. A pleasure to meet you.
Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me.
Everyone's got their own problems right now, my guy.
The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
There are actual werewolves in the forest.
There was a time in Ferelden's history when werebeasts roamed the lands in great numbers. Spirits possessed animals and turned them into horrific monsters. The humans warred against and destroyed these creatures. No doubt their tales of those days grow ever more inaccurate.
Werewolves are beasts not unlike abominations, possessed wolves driven mad.
The werebeasts are not all gone from this land, and the ones that stalk the Brazilian forests are proof of this.
I agree, Mac. The sound design in this particular area is not the best. It's kind of like how whenever I'm in camp, the dog is always barking, even in the middle of like romantic scenes, and I'm like, shut up! Shut up! Oh, is there no way to help your men?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
I'm good at non-trivial tasks. Also, Mac, I love you. I have missed hanging out with you.
Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us.
Don't you dare be sorry. You're funny and I
sent some
appreciate it.
hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
You said you could perhaps destroy the curse?
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
I'll find this Witherfang for you.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
I need some equipment.
Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use.
I have some questions for you.
Make them
Hi,
quick,
John.
if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
How do I find Witherfang? Do you have any advice?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Tell me more about this curse the hunters suffer from.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it.
So did all werewolves everywhere stem from Witherfang?
No. The ones from this forest, however, do.
So if a werewolf bites me, then I will become infected?
It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
How do you know if you've been infected by the curse?
You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
How did this curse start?
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish.
I want to ask about something else.
Go on, then.
I should go.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Thanks, buddy. Sorry, I'm trying not to bring knowledge that I have into this. Andruviel, goddess of the hunt. Cielis, the hearthkeeper. She's a hunter, and you are Verathorn. Hello.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Verathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin.
A
This
dwarf.
is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Verathorn.
And so they should. Truly, the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest.
Goodbye,
Now then,
Deadwood.
Please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there
What's
something
he
that you
doing?
need?
Oh boy. I was told you could supply me with equipment.
Yes, yes. The Keeper sent word that you might ask me for such. I took the liberty of assembling some goods that our hunters use. There is a large chest by the Araville, where I put everything we could spare. Feel free to sort through it and take whatever you need.
Where did my mouse go? Wait. I would like to barter with you.
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Right? Like, watching him handle the wood back there. Yes, okay, I see you. But watching him handle the wood back there was just like, what are you doing? Backpack. Yes. Give me backpack. Ooh. Pretty. Goodness gracious. Can you hear, like, the muttering in the background? That's, John, can I help you, sir? Let's go ahead and get that recipe, because my people being able to make that would be very helpful. Recipes are great. Yeah, it's weird in my headphones too. It's like this weird mumble muttering sound, and then it just disappears. Okay, John, you need to go away because you almost killed my second monitor.
What do you wish?
What exactly do you make here?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore.
No, it's just weird sounds from my
we Dalish
game.
know little of the
Mac.
art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
Oh, what if I found some ironbark for you?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive.
I'm just a weird
you can only
human.
harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. If you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
Are you just kidding, Mac? It's okay. You can, like, take out your fists of fury on people. I'm okay with that. Very well. I'll take a look when I'm in the forest.
That would please me. So long as our hunters come first. I am no merchant,
Sure.
but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
John is being very cute. I'll bet you do, Southernin. I'll bet you do. They should call a doctor after 4 hours with their blue wood. You are 100% correct, Desert Neko. Oh, stars and stones. We're all in a weird mood tonight, aren't we? Cool, let's roll with it. I am here for it. Linnea.
Underanitishan, Grey Warden.
Underanitishan.
My name is Linnea. I am Zapian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
If you like, go ahead.
I hear the human cities are very large, thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true?
The sound quality in the narration or in the character voices varies randomly. Like, there are a couple of them where I'm like, did they throw these characters in last minute? Because their voices sound different. Yes, some are larger than the eye can see.
How very loud that must be with everyone talking all at once. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought.
They are used to it, just as the humans are.
Being accustomed to pain and suffering does not make it any less tragic. It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have a question, if it's not too impolite to ask. Do your people regret what they did to ours?
I mean, I'm all about corrupting the sheltered country girl because I was the sheltered country girl, as was Mac once upon a time, back when we had to buy calling cards to be able to call each other from Alaska to Minnesota. Oh, man. Long ago and far away. Some of us do. Not all humans are the same.
I see. That is difficult for our people to accept. Even if only some were in favor of what was done to us, the rest did nothing to stop it. A poet once wrote of them, before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons, they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own.
Or, Mac, weird secondary thought, how far we've risen from where we started. Just a thought. Tell me more about yourself.
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age, but I've always retained my curiosity about the world I came from.
How did you come to the Dalish if you were so young?
My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years.
Oh, I hate that pause. I hate that pause. I'm sorry. It must have been horrible.
It was. The long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more.
You said that the Dalish rescued you from bandits.
The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since.
I hold, Mac, that everyone has a darker side. And because we had to suppress ours for so long, our darker sides become more prevalent because we weren't able to handle it in a more socially acceptable way. And, you know, some people are, you know, they have darker sides than others, and that's fine. That's totally legit. But I also hold that many of us would have been very different if our circumstances had been different. Let's put it that way. I've always been a geek. But I wonder sometimes how much... I don't know. I think I might have gotten myself smashed in normal like public school because I've always been a geek. But I think I would have found my people a lot faster. Yeah. I think that darker side exists in everyone, and the people who accept that are perhaps the most balanced. It's that accepting the shadow self of the Jungian philosophy or Persona 4 ideas. Didn't you have family you could have returned to?
It's possible I might have had some, maybe many. Zathrian offered to take me back, but I had no idea where I was from, and I wanted to stay with the man who rescued me. The clan is my family. Any others out there? It's best they believe that little girl died with her parents. For now, the clan is all I need. My old world could not have offered me all this, and the knowledge of a keeper as well. Perhaps one day, when I am keeper, I might inquire out of curiosity. I'm not sure what lies down that road except pain, however.
How did you become a keeper?
I am not a keeper. I am Zathrian's first. Though because I was not born into the clan, becoming his first was very difficult. We Dalish have old traditions. The clans come from the ranks of the nobility that once ruled the Dales, you see. The keepers of those old clans have the strongest and purest blood that reaches back to the days of Arlathan. I had to compete against the other candidates for first, to be better than them in everything, simply because I was not of the old blood.
Do they resent your success?
No. Zathrian told me that time would take away their prejudices, and it did. They became used to me. The clan has placed great trust in me. One day, I will lead them and be the one who secures our future.
I mean, think of it as being his apprentice. The one who's being groomed has become such a loaded term, but the one who's being trained to be his creation, or his creation, geez, his successor. Mac, stop. You don't need to be sorry. I love you. What does a keeper do exactly?
A keeper is, first and foremost, the leader of the clan. He decides where we go and when we shall move. He's also responsible for knowing the clan's ancient lore and passing it on to the others in the clan. Without a keeper, the clan's knowledge is lost forever, so the clan protects him like no other.
Why are the Dalish so hostile?
They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless.
What is this Arlathan you mention?
It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed Arlathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever.
Didn't Arlathan fight back?
The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though Arlathan fought, they lost.
Elves were immortal then?
They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say.
But you could get your lifespan back, no?
In time and with seclusion. We Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us.
Does Arlathan still exist?
Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank Arlathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock.
But the elves were eventually freed, right?
Yes, after a millennium of slavery, Andraste herself freed our people. She who was your maker's chosen.
But you don't worship the Maker.
We worship the creators, as we always have. We give thanks to Andraste for her part in our freedom, but we do not worship her, or her god.
I can see why you resent humans, then.
Shemlin, we call them. Quick children. I suppose it takes a certain arrogance to look upon another people as children, no? Perhaps we should be more heedful of our own role in Arlathan's loss. Even so, it was a bitter lesson to learn. One we are not grateful for.
Your homeland was called the Dales, I thought.
That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too, and you wonder why we are hostile.
Is there no way to get on your clan's good side?
It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction.
I'm not going to say that. So there's an option here for, but I'm not responsible for what's been done to the elves. It doesn't matter. I say this as a white person. It doesn't matter that I was not personally involved in what happened with the slavery of African Americans a couple hundred years ago. My ancestors were. I know I have ancestors who were slaveholders, and I still benefit from the institutions that were set up for white privilege. I still benefit from that, and I recognize that. So I'm not going to let Keladry say, but I'm not responsible, because no, but you're still a part of it, my dear girl.
Certainly.
What can you tell me about Zathrian?
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
Lost much? What has he lost?
He lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific.
I should go.
As you wish. Darth Shirel.
Yeah, technically my ancestors were also Vikings, question mark?
Things through the forest. Do the trees just get out of their way, or what?
Exactly, Mac. I benefit from the structures of power that were set up to benefit white people. Just because I didn't personally create them doesn't mean that I don't benefit from them. And I can't ignore the problems just because I didn't personally commit them. Clatter, clatter, bang.
Hello?
Hello yourself. Who are you?
I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
Why can't you?
I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand.
Try me. It might surprise you.
I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina.
Who's Gaina?
She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery.
There must be some way to solve your problem.
You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do.
What if I got a pelt for you?
No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. It is my rite of passage to become a full hunter.
Do you want to marry Gaina or not? Make a decision.
You are right. I do want to marry Gaina before she marries someone else. So you would get a pelt for me? Why would you do that?
Because it suits me. Do I need another reason?
Then I am very grateful. I will pray to Andrul, the goddess of the hunt, for your success.
Andrul! Sorry. Oh, gods above. Because I'm a big softie who wants to see romance succeed. Do I need a better reason?
Invitation, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
I don't mind. I understand.
That is very generous of you. Most would assume we are unkind as a rule, and that is not the case. Especially not to a Grey Warden. But we have lost much, and it is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
You do not seem very happy about that.
None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't speak too much about this, especially with an outsider. I am sure you have little interest in my problems.
Please. I'd like to hear about it.
It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me.
Fair enough, Mac.
My wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Denilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Denilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
I will seek her out in the forest.
I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
Ooh. Collection of colored inks. Alright, well, no one's yelling at me for taking stuff.
As you wish.
God of the Craft, Juno. Juno? She's a hunter. Daramisu. Ooh. Liliana, my dear. I think that you are going to want some of these elf flight arrows. Let's see, how is this compared to what you have? Nope, you've got a better short bow. Cool. Let's see. Let's have a look at your herbalism, my dear. Oh, we need to boost your herbalism skills. Noted. Okay. Ashton? Alright, where are we at? Cool. Let's do some exploring. Just see what's around here. Deathroot, love it. Gonna explore the edges of this bitch. Liliana, would you be so kind? Thank you. She unlocked that chest for us. Thank you. Pile of sacks. We love a good shield. Someone else has a quest for us. Alora.
Who comes?
Ooh, pardon me.
I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
What is a Hala?
They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel. What humans call land ships. They are our companions and our guides.
Mac, enjoy your dinner, my friend. I hope that you have a lovely rest of your evening. If you want to pop on later, I should be on for a bit. Enjoy dinner, and I will see you another time. You make them sound like friends.
That is exactly what they are, in fact. We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
So why have you separated this one from the others?
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery. For her sake, as well as that of the others.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I don't know. Do you have any skills that might help her? If you do, I would be grateful.
I'll try to examine the Hala. I don't know how my survival is.
And? What do you think?
I truly cannot tell.
I am glad you attempted it regardless.
Have a good night, Knitting Daddy. I hope that you sleep well, my friend. And I'm sure I'll see you in streams in the rest of the week. It's always good to see you, sweetheart. Let's try to calm the Hala. Let's try to calm her down.
No. No, I'm sorry. She isn't calming any more around you than she is for me.
I could kill her quickly if you wish.
No, that would not be right. When the time comes, then I will do it myself. It is my duty, as both master herder and as her friend. She shall take her last breath, knowing she was always safest in my care.
Oh. Oh, poor honey. Just, you know, run around, check out the rest of the area. I don't know why I gather so much death root. I never use it for anything, really. Fine. Be like that. I wonder if there's literally a needle in the haystack here. That would be funny. Oh, hey, Alistair leveled up. I didn't catch that. All right, we're going to boost up your strength, my boy. Let's see. You can't get your combat tactics any higher. Can we? I bet you we can. Let's get your cunning a little bit higher. There we go. Ooh, shield expertise. Yeah, let's go for that. I'm always amazed in these kinds of games that people don't notice you, like, picking the locks of their freaking chests. Or if they notice, they don't care.
Andaran Atishan, outsider.
Hey, you are Gaina, correct? Kami mentioned you.
You spoke to him? What did he say?
Boy, all these options are terrible. You said that you refused to give him your hand.
Oh. I don't expect an outsider to understand our ways, but I just can't bond with Kamen. He's been a hunter apprentice for over 2 years now, and he's yet to slay a proper beast. Each time he's tried, something has gone wrong. Perhaps the creators do not wish us to bond. I cannot bond with an apprentice hunter, can I?
If you love him, it doesn't matter what he is, does it?
But what if he never becomes a proper hunter? What will become of our family?
If you love him, then believe in him and help him succeed.
Oh, you are right. I have made poor Kamen miserable. No wonder he cannot complete his hunt. Masiranas, thank you. You have helped me put this into perspective. I will go and speak to Kamen. Kamen, I have been a fool.
Gaina? What do you mean? Have you changed your mind?
I have. The outsider has helped me to see that I was wrong. I have made you miserable, and I should not have.
But what about my hunt?
I don't care about that. I know you will pass your hunt in time, and we will be happy. Us and our children.
Thank you, Gaina. You've made me a happy man. I feel blessed by the gods today. We are both very grateful for the part you've played in bringing us together.
What a terrible time for the ad break.
So
what a terrible time.
Young love allowed to flourish.
Here, take this. It's been in my family for a very long time, but I hope it plays some part in your battle against the Darkspawn. It's the very least we could do.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm sorry, Desert. Short version, basically, she was like, oh my god, I was an idiot. I need to go and apologize. And you're absolutely right. I don't need to wait for him to turn into, like, the man he will be. I need to love him for the man he is. And help him get to where he needs to be. Which, I'm back and forth on. But also, I haven't had a very successful relationship history, so what the fuck do I know? That's okay. I romanced Alistair. Everything else is secondary to that. Alright. So that's where I need to get in order to get deeper. God, the noises these people make. Maker's mercy. There are definitely things that I would do these days to up the production value. Wait. What? Yes, this is where I want to go. I think. Yeah.
Let's try not to get too lost.
There are definitely things that I would change from a production value, but also this game is like 15 years old, so I give it a lot of leeway.
I think we work well together.
Yeah, we do.
Let's end this.
Come here. Come play with me, Mr. Werewolf.
A little frantic.
Ooh, I'm in a blight wolf. Okay. Oh, the grumbles. Such grumbly noises. Alistair's look is special. Another thing that I think I would change about this game if I could would be to have everyone have their own like unique version of the armor, no matter what they're wearing, just to have them look unique. But there is something special about like everyone kind of looks the same in the same armor, which is true. That is how armor works. It is one of the great like unifying factors. It's one of the reasons why we have, you know, coats of arms on shields. Is specifically to deal with problems like that. Yeah, I'm trying to get Alistair into his brother's armor, but he doesn't quite have the high enough strength to handle it yet. Oh, hello. Alistair, dear heart. Could you please? Thank you. Yes, that is a lot of blood. That is funny how that works. Ooh, ice arrows. Liliana, dear heart, how about you have some ice arrows? There you go. All right, there's some cool flowers. Andraste's Grace. Beautiful. Beautiful flowers. I don't like that autosave. Hello.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. The Dalish sent a human of all things to repay us for our attack, to put us in our place. What bitter irony.
Hold on. And who are you supposed to be?
You speak to Swift Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now. Go back to the Dalish and tell them that you have failed. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch them pay.
I would prefer to talk to you. I mean you no harm.
Was it not Zafrian who sent you? He wishes only our destruction, never to talk.
Is there no way this can be resolved peacefully?
The time for peace is long past. There will be no peace between the elves and we who are cursed.
Tell me more about this curse of yours.
You know nothing, do you? Nothing of us, and even less of those you serve. You are a fool, and we are done talking. Run from the forest while you can. Run to the Dalish and tell them they are doomed.
I don't want to fight, but neither can I retreat.
I do not wish to fight you either, but we cannot trust you. Come, brothers and sisters, let us retreat. The forest has eyes of its own, and it will deal with intruders as it always has.
Go on.